First, if you can allow your whole sense of being to slow down, like by just resting in the I sense without adding anything, then it just lowers the temperature of the whole mind being, drive, and comes to a kind of silence. Naturally, it comes to its own, just like if you pour water down a mountain. By in its own time, it gradually settles to where it can be level by itself. Nobody has to level water. In the same way, the beingness comes to its own resting place when it's not being sort of like flicked up in this kind of like, bingo machine of the mind. It just somehow settles down very, very nicely. And then this is a place not more so much of learning, but of intuition, insight, revelation. Things become very clear. It's like the life speaks to you, if you want to put it like that. You're more conversant with all things much more naturally. We don't allow ourselves the space to do that. We're always acting prematurely from the mind point of view. Mm-hmm. It's like it doesn't want you to reach this place of stillness inside, because it's so powerful to just recognize the stillness, which is not something you did right or did wrong. It's not on that level anymore. It's another language. It's another level. But the place where you really see from truth. It's as though some activity jumps up in front of that and entices our attention to kind of like to go to that activity. So you're constantly up in the air with it. When you slow down, you will see that at the ground level of being, there is no such thing as laziness. That's a kind of thought. There is the vital force expresses at different speed and dynamicness by itself. Sometimes for no reason, you get up and they're just full of energy, and it's like 12 midnight. Everybody's going good night, but you're full of energy. You could walk up the mountain on a handstand. Well, don't argue with it. Let it be expressed. Don't program your life so tightly, and you'll be more in the presence of that freedom than you imagine. It's just there. Otherwise, we are avoiding so many things. So many things represent crash for us. Nobody wants to see you. What a beautiful space. But for you, oh my God, my friends left me, I'm not worthy anymore. And by yourself, you defeat yourself. Life is giving you some space. So, how do you know when you're just sort of like calming down, or whether it's really just a kind of laziness? You have to somehow just move inwardly deeper than the mind, into that place I'm speaking about. So a space of non-self, self. And it's here. It's not... We talk about behind the screen, but actually, I don't know if it's really behind anything. Awareness shows you that place where you are, or shows you that place, your true place. And how content and comfortable you are just in being, whatever beingness wishes to express. If you say, okay, like on, next Monday at, 11 o'clock we're going to play volleyball. 11 o'clock, maybe you have no energy in you at all. And then your friends will start to say, such an important member, and you're letting us down, and you don't have enough sort of determination, and you just think about yourself, and in fact you got the energy to do it, but we don't, as yet there isn't sufficient self-awareness or self-respect to say, but listen, this is okay. And sometimes they're only saying that because somehow the consciousness is like speaking to itself. It takes that form to play out this kind of objections, to play out our resistances and our freaked outness, in order to become an embodied expression, so that maybe more easily you can get out of it or throw it off. Because if it's too subtle, you probably don't understand it enough to make really conscious choices about it.